So I want to quickly introduce you to the first Keyshot file that you're going to find. And I've been recording that in the wrong order, but hopefully in the numeration, it's going to be in the correct order. So this is just the blockout file that I used, and this is kind of an important step because based on my composition, this is where I've exported the blackout geometry, and where I'm testing if the light and shadows patterns are working against my value composition. And if I'm right, if I'm going here into the material editor and I'm putting this on flat, okay, you see that in fact I cheated a little bit. And I already have this mid-gray value in here. I didn't remember in the other chapter that I cheated, but it's fine. It's fine. I cheated because I wanted to stick with my initial value sketch, and probably at this moment what I learned from this is that to have the correct value in here, having a white materials with the shadows wasn't sufficient enough to have this mid-gray. So somehow I'll have to see if I want to stick with my value sketch, I'll have to do something about the local colors of the elements that will be in here, because this straight white local value that I have here in the shadows in here can't possibly give me the correct value. So it means that I have to use the local values, the local colors, local values of the elements to get the correct final gray, the correct final value. If I go back to diffuse materials, you'll see what I mean. If I can grab this very piece of geometry in here, I'm going to unlink the materials and edit it. And now I'm going to remove the texture file that comes with ZBrush. So now I only have the real colors to play with. I'm going to do the same on this piece of geometry and this one. Unlink the materials, link the materials again, edit them back. So now I'm going to disable the texture file that comes from ZBrush and set a white materials. So doing this, it gives me better understanding, and it doesn't work that bad. I'm going for a flat. I can see this is a really bright local value, but in a diffuse material mode and with the shadows, I kind of have the correct value that match my value sketch. So I'm happy with that. And this is also the step where I'm going to decide about my lighting, make a different try about the environments, and just see how it looks with various materials, if it work, if the value are working. For example, if I select this piece of the geometry and link the materials and edit it and assign a metal materials, for example. Okay, so it gives me a good idea of how it would look like with a metal materials. So if I'm adding a bit of roughness, and it's even brighter. Let's try that glass materials that I'm going to assign later on. And this glass material give me the correct colors. Can remove the ZBrush colors, go for the chosen local values. And in the glass material, the value of the material is deciding of the degree of transparency. So here we can start to see through, but the values are still quite dark, so it's fine. Here is the blockout mesh in just a moment. I'm going to show you the final rendering files and how I exported all the different rendering paths and the different materials and texture files that are set up.